security program on spreadsheets, new regulations piling up, and audit dread? It's time for Vanta. Vanta automates security and compliance, brings evidence into one place, and cuts audit prep by 82%. Less manual work, clearer visibility, faster deals, zero chaos. Call it compliance or call it compliance. Get it? Join the 15,000 companies using Vanta to prove trust. Go to vanta.com/calm.
Imagine walking into your local coffee shop and seeing a photo of Robert Downey Jr. or Taylor Swift sipping the same latte that you order every single morning. Sound surreal? Well, you think about it, not in today's world of celebrity endorsements. Dive in with us today as we unravel the magic of the celebrity shout-out and how it's really not for just the big brands anymore. Whether you're a local business owner or a parentpreneur, this is one episode you do not want to miss.
Hey there, audacious parents. Welcome to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast, where we're not just about surviving, we're about thriving. If you're tuning in, you're not looking for just another feel-good, pat-on-the-back kind of show. No. You're here because you're ready to disrupt the status quo. You're ready because you're here to challenge your limits and to step out of the comfort zone where we know growth never happens. This is not just your average, let's all be happy with our 9-to-5 lives kind of podcast. We're here to give you actionable strategies. We're here to dive deep into the world of side hustles, digital marketing, and smart income boosting tactics. Why, you may ask? Because we're designed for parents like you, parents juggling family expenses, childcare, and the elusive me time. We're not just about making money, though. We're about designing a life that you dictate, not one that's been prepackaged in a soul-sucking 9-to-5 box. So, if you're ready to break free and design a life that aligns with your dreams, design a life that aligns with your family, you're in the right place. The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
What is up? What is up? What the heck is up, my Dark Horse friends and family? Here's a question for you. Have you ever been starstruck? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You felt that rush when you see a celebrity in the flesh? I've been lucky enough to meet a number of celebrities over the course of my life on this big blue spinning globe. And I remember one time specifically, I was sitting in a diner with my wife in Vegas, and over at the next table was Tim Allen. You know, Home Improvement, the stand-up comedian. He was out there doing a show, and I did the polite hi. I didn't do the whole fanboy thing. However, I wasn't quite as self-contained when I was out visiting some friends out in Southern California, and I had taken my daughters down to Rodeo Drive. And we were walking past one of the stores with the big bay windows. Like the whole front of the store was all windows. And just on the other side of the glass was Jack and Sharon Osbourne, the wife and son of the famous singer Ozzy Osbourne. And the girls wanted to rush in there and, can we get an autograph? Because, you know, back then we were watching the show that the Osbournes in the whole 9 yards. And I said, hey, they're regular people too. But I was feeling that same excitement. And about the time I got the girls calmed down, Jack and Sharon came out and saw the girls and our excitement. And they came over to us and approached us and said hi, took some pictures, signed an autograph. It was really super cool. Now, here's the reason I'm telling you the story is because I want you to imagine that celebrity is raving about your product or talking about your service. Sound like a dream? Yeah, right? But what if I told you it's not just for the Hollywood elite or it's not just for those big brands anymore? Yeah. Today, we're diving into the glitzy, glamorous, and oh so profitable world of celebrity endorsements. Now, in our last episode, we explored the innovation and the concept of virtual dinners, and we touched upon, just briefly, the power of celebrity endorsements. And today, we're going to take it up a notch. We're pulling back the curtain on how local businesses, yes, you and the ones right around the corner from you, can harness the star power of those celebrities and skyrocket your brand. And for all my parentpreneurs out there, we've got a special treat. We're going to dive into how you can turn this trend into your own profitable side hustle. So, whether you're a business owner, a digital nomad, or a parent with big dreams, I want you to buckle up because today's episode is packed with insights and strategies and a sprinkle of stardust. So, trust me, you're going to want to stick around to the end. We've got some rapid fire tips that can be game changers for your business. But first, let's dive into that magnetic pull of celebrity endorsements and why they're not just for the big players anymore. Okay, take a moment. I want you to picture this. You're scrolling through your social media feed, and then there's a post from, say, Alton Brown, you know, that amazing chef from the Food Network, and he's raving about a new coffee blend he's tried. Now, be honest, tell me, wouldn't you be tempted to try it out too? That, my friends, is the magnetic pull of a celebrity endorsement. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, oh my God, sure, the big brands have been doing this for years. Yeah, well, they have. But here's a twist. It's not just about those global giants anymore. Local businesses are tapping into this same gold mine. And the results? Well, the results are phenomenal. So let's break it down. When a celebrity endorses a product, it's not just about that face value. It's about trust. Now, think about it for a moment. If Dolph Lundgren, right, the movie star and fitness icon, if he recommended your local gym, you're more likely to believe it's worth the sweat. It's worth taking the time to go check it out. It would be an instant boost in brand recognition, trust, and of course, sales. And the stories, oh my God, they're legendary. There's a local bakery in New York. Business was good, but then out of the blue, Elliot Gould tweets about their bagels. The next thing you know, they've got orders pouring in from all over the country. That, my friend, is the power of a single tweet from a beloved celebrity. Or take Marvin Vittori, for instance. A shout out from him about a local MMA training center, and boom, right? You can just see it. Their membership numbers doubled within a month. That, my friend, is not magic. That is marketing. And here's the kicker. It's not just about that endorsement. It's about that authenticity, the genuine love for the product that comes across in that endorsement. And that's where local businesses have an edge. They offer unique, heartfelt products and services that celebrities can genuinely rave about. Now, as we dive deeper, we're going to explore how local businesses can tap into this trend. And for our parentpreneurs, there's a gold mine waiting for you. So stick around, because I want you to imagine brokering these deals, connecting local businesses with celebrities. Yeah? Sound exciting? Then hang on, because we, my friends, we are just getting started.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
So, let's say you're a local business owner and you're thinking, well, Tracy, that all sounds great, but how do I get Neil McDonough to even notice my brand? Well, strap in, because we're about to demystify the whole process. First things first, let's address the big old elephant sitting in the room. We don't need to break the bank or chase after Hollywood A-listers all the time. I'm just saying, gonna call it right out there, because remember, my friends, it's about authenticity. And sometimes, many times, the local celebrities, those are the ones who genuinely resonate with your community and can have a far bigger impact than those big A-listers that you would pay deep out of pocket for. Think about it. A shout out from a local influencer or a hometown hero can be just as powerful, if not more powerful, than one of those global superstars. Why? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because they have a genuine connection to your community. They know the pulse of the people, and their endorsement, that comes from the heart. It's personal. Now, how about the pitch? We got to talk about the pitch. This, my friends, is where the magic happens. You have to remember one thing. It's not about, hey, endorse my product. No. You need to be crafting a story, creating a narrative, see where they fit in. Why should they endorse your product? What's in it for them? And more importantly, how does it align with their personal brand? Remember our earlier episodes about storytelling? Yeah, this is where these kinds of skills come into play. And if you haven't heard them, go back and check those out. I'll put a link to them down in the show notes. Okay, now, of course, we can't skip this. We have to talk about money, because budget is crucial. And here's a pro tip. I want you to think outside the box. Just actually throw away the box, burn the box, just put it in the trash, put it in the recycling, actually, okay? So maybe it's not about a hefty paycheck. Perhaps there's some long-term collaboration you can do, a product exchange perhaps, or even a revenue share. For every sale they make as a result of their endorsement, they get a piece of the pie. The key is to find some sweet spot where both parties feel valued, okay? Now, hold on. Take a deep breath. You could be feeling a little overwhelmed. Don't fret. I got you. Later on in this episode, we're going to dive into how parentpreneurs can step in and offer these endorsements as services. They can help bridge that gap between the local businesses and the celebrities, and that makes it a win-win. But before we go there, let's address the flip side, shall we? While celebrity endorsements are powerful, they come with their own set of challenges, let's say. So, up next, we're going to be diving into the risks as well as the rewards. And trust me, you are going to want to hear this.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
All right, so risk and rewards. Let's paint a picture, shall we? Your local business just got a shout out from the actor Richard Staff. You know, the guy from Good Doctor. Yeah, he runs the hospital on that show. The buzz is real. The phones, they're blowing up. Notifications on your phones. Then there's a line outside your store every morning when you get there. That's the dream, right? But, my friends, with great power comes great responsibility. Celebrity endorsements, those are no exceptions, right? We've all heard the success stories, like the local store that went viral after Seth Curry was spotted wearing their custom sneakers. Sales skyrocketed, and they became quickly the talk of the town. But let's be honest, for every success story, there's also a cautionary tale. Remember that restaurant that got a celebrity endorsement but could not handle the influx of customers? Yeah. Service suffered. Reviews, the star ratings of reviews just plummeted. Straight down the toilet. And the initial buzz, that turned into a PR nightmare. So what's the key? Be a prepper, not that kind of prepper, but you're gonna have to prepare. Look, here's the honest truth. If you're diving into the world of celebrity endorsements, you need to be ready to be in the spotlight, right? You need to be ready to have that light shined down on you. That means ensuring your infrastructure, be it your website server capacity or your store staffing, be sure it can handle the sudden surge of attention. And not just for a day. Plan for it to go over a longer period of time. Hopefully, plan for it to never stop. But certainly plan for it. And let me be honest here, it's not all about logistics. It's about maintaining the essence of your brand. Because the last thing that you're going to want is for your loyal customers to be alienated by this sudden change in the vibe or the drop in the service quality or your inability to service them at all. Here's the thing to remember. While a celebrity endorsement can bring in a flood of new customers, it's your product and it's your service quality that they are going to keep coming back for. Let's explore an exciting opportunity for all my parentpreneurs out there. Yeah, I know you're listening. Ever thought of turning celebrity endorsements into a side hustle? It's an interesting thought. It's unique. Not many people are doing it, but the demand for it is out there. So listen close, because we're going to talk about how you can make this happen. Do I have your ears? You listen to me? Because this one's for you, my friends. Imagine turning the school drop-off chat about the latest celebrity gossip into a profitable business venture. Yeah, it sounds intriguing, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, it's more than just possible. Now, we're diving into how you, the parentpreneur, the mompreneur, the dadpreneur, can become that bridge between local businesses and celebrities, right? So let's take that bridge and turn it into a star-studded dream of reality. Now, first, we want to talk about spotting opportunities. Remember our chat about the local influencers I mentioned just a little bit ago? Yeah. Well, every town, every community has its local heroes. Sometimes they're part of the local government. Sometimes they're on the school board. Sometimes they're that amazing man or woman that lives a couple of streets away from you. Heck, maybe right next door to you. But it could also be a sports star. It could be a beloved teacher. It could even be a very popular blogger. These are the celebrities in your community. What about the local businesses? Well, they would love to collaborate with these celebrities. So where do you come in? What is your role? You need to spot the opportunities. Now, that's just networking 101. So let's go ahead and build a network. Now, building a network, it's not just about knowing all the celebrities. No, it's about understanding the local businesses. What are their needs? What are their brand values? And then you're going to want to attend local events, maybe join business networks, and yes, even keep an ear out at those school drop-offs we were talking about earlier. People talk about their problems. They talk about their concerns. They talk about their values. And the more you know about the local business landscape, the better you can match them to the right celebrity. Now, finally, you're going to get to selling the service. And this is where that pitch comes in. We talked about it earlier a little bit. Remember, it's not just about that celebrity's face value, as we talked about earlier. It's about that authenticity. It's about finding that genuine connection. Showcase the potential impact. Showcase the potential on brand recognition, trust, and sales. Of course, we got to talk about the bottom line. Highlight success stories like the bakery we mentioned earlier. And more importantly, I'm going to drive this one home, make it personal. Yeah. Share why you are passionate about this, why you believe in the power of celebrity endorsements, why you believe this particular celebrity that you're pitching would be perfect, maybe not perfect, but very, very well aligned with their business. But wait, there's more. We're going to be revisiting a success story we chatted about before that's close to our hearts. Remember Sarah? We talked about Sarah. Well, her journey with celebrity endorsements has taken a new turn. And trust me, you're not going to believe this.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
All right, my driven entrepreneurs and parentpreneurs. Remember Sarah? Yep, that ambitious mompreneur we introduced a few episodes back. Well, her story has taken a star-studded twist, and it's one for the books. Now, today we're going to dive a little bit into her story, but this time it's got a little sprinkle, a little splash of celebrity magic. Now, the last time we left Sarah, she was just dipping her toe into the world of digital marketing. And this is where things get a little bit interesting. Sarah, being the visionary she is, she spotted an opportunity. The ones I was telling you to keep an eye out for. Yeah. She realized her town had local celebrities. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Personalities who were loved, some who were even revered. And the local businesses, they were eager to collaborate. So Sarah started small, which you should too. She reached out to a popular local blogger. She pitched a collaboration for a local cafe. And guess what? It was a hit. The cafe saw a surge in customers, and Sarah, well, she slowly became the go-to person for celebrity endorsements in her community. Don't get me wrong here. It wasn't all roses and honey and unicorns and rainbows, right? It wasn't all smooth sailing. Sarah faced her fair share of challenges. That's what happens. Life gets in the way, okay? Business, stumble, bumble, fall, faceplant, whatever it is. Now, her challenges range from negotiating deals to ensuring the endorsements felt genuine. And let's be honest, she had her work cut out for her. But with every challenge, she grew. With every challenge, she learned. And with every challenge, she adapted. Today, now, Sarah is running a successful agency, connecting local businesses with local celebrities. So, she's not just boosting sales, she's helping shape the narrative of her own community. And here's the best part. What do you mean isn't her making money the best part? No, the best part is she's doing all that while still balancing her role as a wife and a mom, providing that with all her passion and perseverance. I think for her, the sky's the limit. Look, this story is a testament to the power of thinking outside the box, of tearing the box up, throwing it in the recycling bin, or burning it, whatever you want to do. It's the power of leveraging local resources, and most importantly, the power of believing in oneself. You see, as we move forward, I've got some rapid fire tips I want to give to you that will help you emulate success like Sarah did. Now, this segment, I think I'm going to start throwing into the podcast episodes more often. Let's see if you like it. You ready? All right, here we go. It's time. I want you to grab your notepads if you don't already have them in your hand. I tell you many times that when you listen to this episode, you're going to want to have something to jot down in or some way to take a note, because we're about to drop some celebrity endorsement hacks. And trust me, you're going to want to jot these down. Tip number 1, ensure brand celebrity alignment. I've mentioned this a number of times. Remember the success we were just talking about? It wasn't just about getting any celebrity. It was about finding that right fit. Choosing a celebrity whose values, image, and persona align seamlessly with the brand you're representing, be it your brand as a local business or the brand you're representing as the person making the connection. It's not about the face, it's about the fit. Tip number 2, start local. Hollywood might be the dream. Don't get me wrong. We love to get all of those A-listers, but your neighborhood, my friends, that is a gold mine that needs to be tapped into. Before you aim for the stars, consider local influencers, consider local personalities. They resonate, they're genuine, and they can give you a very, very authentic boost. Tip number 3, negotiate smart. Celebrity endorsements do not have to break the bank. Think outside the box. Heck, tear down the box, throw away the box, recycle the box. Consider long-term collaborations. Consider product exchanges, and even consider revenue shares. Yep. Every time they help them make a sale, they get a piece of it. Remember, it's a partnership, not just a transaction. Tip number 4, leverage social media. Got that celebrity endorsement? Great. Now, let's amplify it. Encourage the celebrities to share it on their platforms. Make sure you get the endorsement with an agreement that you can use it, even if it's just for a limited time. And then you can put some ad spend behind it. Quite often, you're going to get that celebrity endorsement by way of a video. Video ads are super cheap. It's about added reach. It's about added buzz. And at the end, it's about added impact. And tip number 5, monitor. The world of celebrity endorsements, like anything else in business, is dynamic. It's got an ebb. It's got a flow. So you're going to want to track the impact on sales. You're going to want to track the impact on brand perception. And of course, you're going to want to track the impact on customer feedback. And if something's not working, stop. Be agile. Be nimble. Pivot. Adapt. And refine your strategy. And there you have it. 5 quick hit power action tips to supercharge your celebrity endorsement game. But we are not done yet. As we start wrapping things up on today's episode, I want to give you some key takeaways and a teaser you're not going to want to miss. I'm hitting you hard and fast today. Look, as we wrap up today's episode, let's take a moment to reflect on our star-studded journey that we've embarked on in the past 26 some odd minutes. From understanding first the magnetic pull of celebrity endorsements, which we all know they work really well, right? To diving deep into a success story that I started sharing previously, as well as those rapid fire tips, those rapid fire hacks. It's been a little bit of a ride, okay? But what's the key takeaway I want you to walk away with today? Well, here it is. Celebrity endorsements are more than just a marketing tactic. They are a powerful, my goodness, powerful tool that when used right can completely transform your brand, can completely boost sales and create this lasting impact that we all want. But remember, I'm going to power this into your head. You're going to walk away. You're going to be reciting it because I said it so many times. It's not about the celebrity. It's about that authenticity. It's about the fit and that genuine connection. So, as we start to close the curtains on today's episode, I got a little teaser for you. This time next week, next Monday's episode, we're going to be diving into some uncharted territory. We're going to be exploring this unique marketing 1-2 punch. What is it? Well, we're going to combine our celebrity endorsements with, wait for it, virtual dinners. Yeah. See, I talked about virtual dinners on the last Monday episode, right? Now we're going to take this fusion of glamour and intimacy, and trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. This one, super unique. I don't think anyone is doing it yet. So Mark your calendars, set your reminders, do whatever it is you need to do to make sure you hear that episode of the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast. But before we sign off, I've got a question for you. Have you ever found yourself daydreaming about swapping that diaper duty or teen homework duty for some CEO time? Now, I'm not just saying you have to stop doing it, but you've thought about it. Have you ever wondered if you have what it takes to join the ranks of parentpreneurs, to be a mompreneur, to be a dadpreneur, and start making waves in the entrepreneurial world? Well, it's time to put those dreams to the test. I've crafted the ultimate quiz to help you discover your parentpreneur potential. It's fun, it's insightful, and it might just give you the nudge that you need to start, restart, or kickstart your entrepreneurial journey as you learn which one of the 4 entrepreneurial archetypes that you fall into. So, what are you waiting for? Head on over to darkhorseschooling.com/audit, AUDIT, and take the Ultimate Parentpreneur Audit. Take it now, dive deep, discover your strengths, and let's turn those entrepreneurial dreams into reality. Heck, I'll even give you a 5-step roadmap once we find out which one of the 4 types of entrepreneurs you are. We will get you started from where you are right now to where you want to go based on which type of entrepreneur you are. All right, as always, thank you for tuning in. Remember, every episode, every tip, every story is crafted with one goal in mind, and that's to empower you. So go take the quiz, embrace your potential. Until then, keep dreaming, keep hustling, and remember, the sky's the limit. Think successfully and take action.
Hey, my Dark Horse Entrepreneur parents, thanks for tuning in. If this episode struck a chord, share it with a fellow parent hustler. Let's grow our tribe that thrives, not just survives. For more insights and a community that totally gets it, join our Facebook group at www.darkhorseschooling.com/tribe. Think successfully and take action.